Dudes, I was at Disney World with my kids this weekend, and I realized I'm as old as Disney World. But you know what else I realized? I'm just as fabulous, and so are you. Hello, my loves. Dr. Holly here. So I turned 50 this year. Believe it or not, I know I'm amazing. It's hard to believe it, but so is Disney. Disney World is 50 years old, and they were celebrating like, look at us, we're 50 and we're amazing. And I'm like, you know what? I'm also an amazing goddess, so let's celebrate that. Something else that's happening for me actually in a few days' time is that I am going back on stage to dance for the first time in, I did the math, 28 years. Yes, 28 years ago. I last danced on stage when I was a senior in college. When I was at Duke, at that time they had like certificates. They didn't have minors, but basically it was like an arts minor in dance and drama. And I was living my best life. I had an amazing choreographer that I worked with. I love modern dance, contemporary, as folks call it now. And I just really, it was my thing. It was my jam. It was my joy. I had been dancing since I was maybe 4 years old, all the way through college. Studied at different places all around the country. I actually went to Ireland and studied at schools there. It was really something that brought a lot of joy to me. And like a lot of physicians, a lot of female physicians I've talked to, and I'm sure my male colleagues can relate to this as well. Once I entered medical school, that was it. I think I did a couple of dance classes with a friend who was also a classmate, and then just the studying, the trauma, the drama, all the things that go with medical school, with residency, with being a young physician, all got in the way of what was originally my dream as a young person. I wanted to be a dancer. This was my joy. This was really something that fills my spirit and is a way that I can express myself in a way that feels in alignment with me as a woman, with me as a goddess, just me as a human being. And so giving that up to dedicate my time to my studies felt right in the moment. But in hindsight now, I think that was really not the right move for me. And I think a lot of us think growing up means giving up the magic, no longer allowing ourselves to see Tinkerbell going across the sky in the Disney encounter and thinking, is that real or is it just someone on a wire? Like letting us believe that it is a fairy and that's fulfilling all our wishes. My 5-year-old was convinced that he had this little Disney bubble maker, which like cost mommy like a little bit of money, but he was convinced that this was a magic wand. And when he would make a wish, things were happening. And I was there for it. Why suspend the belief? Why not engage in the magic? Part of what I do as an integrative physician is to bring that divine feminine, that sacred feminine, that magic back into our healing. Our healing environment has been missing the magic. We haven't left space for it. We've given it up to be grown-ups, to do all the labs, to do all the studies, to do all the checked boxes for our insurance companies, instead of leaving space for what brings joy, that interaction, human to human, soul to soul, the magic that comes with that, the magic with ceremony, the healing that happens with ceremony, the healing that happens when you leave space to hear what your patients are saying to you, to hear what that human being is saying to you in your place of business or in your just place of being as a human. So I encourage you to follow my lead. You're never too old. You're never too young. Embrace your joy. Find what it is that brought you joy when you were young and find a way to do it now. Why not? Why not? I am spending 90 seconds on a stage doing a Latin number, and I'm embracing my joy. My last performance was at Duke University on their stage, and now I'm going back to Loyola University on their stage this weekend. And I am going to be amazing and fabulous. I'm going to do all the stage makeup, do all the things, and just feel that joy again. Just thinking about it, I can't wait. I cannot wait. And you know what? I can't wait for you to think back to what brought you joy and to reinvent it. It doesn't have to be the exact same. I am not doing contemporary and modern and all the flips and all the things I did when I was 21. I'm doing a regal Latin number with an amazing choreographer that helps me feel like the goddess I am. So figure out, what is it that brings you joy? How can you maybe make it into something that you can do now at this stage in your life, and do it. Please comment and let me know what your joy is and how you're going to bring it back into your life. I love you. I adore you. Reach out if you want to talk about your joy, if you need help finding that joy. darawellnessnola.com. I would love to help you with that. That is why I do what I do. I love bringing magic back into healing, and I would love for you to be part of that magic. All right. Bye, guys.